So I just want to introduce myself real quick, tell everybody a little bit about who I am. Hey, what's up? This ain't Nicolas, the second real studio track ever. It's gonna be purely raw and unedited. Also, I don't believe in selling out. Alright, enough about me, let's do this. 7 miles per second, 7 miles per second. 7 miles per second is the speed I'ma be blasting off in each and every direction when I leave this inception. Create the same velocity when I say mine and gain my peace. Heard that rap was dead, well that's just a perspective. Respect the game from whence it came, hence it's time for it to evolve and advance. Riddle me this, can the vibe even ever be solved? Who will step up to continue to deliver sustenance in this venue? 7 miles per second, check it. Guess it's just the warrior in me. I am what everyone pretends to be, like it was meant to be. I'll be spitting italicized, underlining boldly, till I'm so full of it that every person before me knew it and got me before I even grew old or moldy, with no choice but to put multiple bullet holes into my gullet, at which point I'll be just feeling that much more holy. I'm an advocate to this rap shit just as much as an addict. Yeah, the lights aren't on, but I'm up in the attic creating static like Nicolas ripping the space-time fabric on the track list. It's basically magic, nothing less than a bad habit that you can't kick. Diagnosis, vindictive addiction to reclaiming sanity due to psychosis. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yo, who wrote this? Fight the good fight for what's wrong and what's right. Take back what's yours tonight. I guess it's just the warrior in me that's got me feeling this light. Take sips of the potion and take a short trip in my mind when it's progressing in perpetual motion. Internally skipping like a rock on the ocean, deep within to a sanctuary-like island where can't nobody find it rarely. Once inside it till the land and grind it. Create a sword and armor for my heart, soul and mind, then return back to exactly where I'm needed at that paradoxical glitch in time. Every day I wake is where the plant was seeded. Best believe I'm gonna feed it the nutrients that it needs. These leaves are wings and they need room to breathe. Do away with the bitter hate when I share my carbon dioxide to ionize this tree of life. Guess it's just the warrior in me, right? And that's about when you get smacked with the fact that I made a whole rap without talking about whack ways to smack some ass and collect the cash. To me it's more than that. I do it for the vibe, I do it for the raw, I do it for the sake of keeping the love alive. Don't get it mistaken, I truly couldn't care less if you're a gangster, a business person, a god, or Satan. Put them all into realization, a category of personal relations that need to be considered when coming into contact with this vibration. By the time this vibe has arrived to your mind, the original message will have withered, but wilted as it may be, a sword in the hilt is still carried on, hanging off an arm by its sleeve. I guess it's just the warrior in me, yeah, guess it's just the warrior in me. Cause you see, it's hard to stay original in the day of the digital, but I'm keeping that residual, yep it's habitual. Every day pull a different ritual just to keep from getting too dull. Never stagnant, extraordinarily extravagant. Can't somebody, anybody tell me where the magic went? Such a tragic event to watch, like even been a part of its departure. Exempt, tempted to keep it pent up and kept to yourself? Yeah, well what's the good in that? You have no need for it living like that. You fail. Makes sense on why it's slowly disappearing. Neglect the concept since it's far too endearing. But fear not living up to your standards, you do nothing but just stand there. Less than adept, self-fulfilling prophecies in effect. Trying to negate the hate but instead it spreads by simply not saying what needs to be said. Redundancy, sell yourself willingly, then get pissed about government regulated billing fees. Living hypocritically, then legitimately get pissed at people doing the same shit that you just did. Got a lot of confidence in myself, contrary to popular belief. Cause I guess when you don't believe in yourself, that's when you put faith into something you can't see. Yep, don't blame me, just a messenger in the game we all play on the daily. The ace of spades can either be the worst or best in the deck, but on a throne a joker is still a joke, and crown to crown this a king will still remain kingly whether he be dressed in rags or robe. Yo, guess it's just the warrior in me, being the reason why everybody feels the need to be in competition cause they see the bloodlust in my eyes, damn straight I'm bloodthirsty. Floating with death is when I and what I feel is best for me even get close to life. And that's why I've carried this sword inside my heart, soul, and mind ever since I started to play my part from the beginning of time. A Bushido slice will fold you twice, you're gonna need much more than that puny knife. Spiritually turn lead to gold when on edge and it's sharp. Turn the spots in the likeness of a serenade from a harp. Start to stop to topple the dumb shit, and I'm displaying it all over the place until it smacks the truth out their faces and it rotates right in public. No chasers, straight, no rubbish. While on the subject, these new rappers don't really suck, but they chug it, and now their mouths are stuck, literally screwed up. You can tell by the way when they spit, by the way they upchuck when they stuck up for some of these other entertainer not rappers that plainly just suck. Most of these quacks we take after are whack jobs, just doing and provoking strange things to women, and all the listener does is just laugh after and condone it. Well listen in, I'm passing out oral exams and math jobs in the back like a cunning linguist, which means I'll stimulate your mind. Yeah, I'm a bibliophile, I'll slide straight into your subconscious and make it come to a forefront where you can play with it until we climax together, which is where you internally elevate and realize realize some real shit, girl. Yes, I do see the fakeness in my fellow kin, which in turn falls back on me. But I'm not having it, that dumb shit won't concede. It's all well and all to see hate and let it be, but I guess it's just the warrior in me that fights for more, that fights to end war. Opportunity lies in disaster, no architect or master, haphazardly adept, inept and conflicted with the darkness or light that's been inside, in which we decide to comply. Unaligned alliances, compliant to any defiance in nature in order to maintain an unnatural system of finances disguised in the form of household appliances. And giants are little men no better than your regular neighborhood tyrant. Silence is gold when violence is sold, let it be known, and so it was told. Continue on this path, shall thou pass? Perseverance and strength alone don't guarantee entry. Step forth and attempt judgment to prove your worth. Been dying for a breath of fresh air from the day of birth. But what for? What is can never be what wasn't. Something from nothing, nothing from something, but nothing from nothing ever yet sprang forth. Forewarned, the quest for knowledge will leave you forlorn, cause with an edge comes power, whether it be by the blade or order of the temple and tower. Inevitably fated to attempt control the physical, spiritual, and mental. The divine authority of natural order in which chaos is law has the only power to govern that which is the foundation from which all of life has evolved. Guardians alongside gatekeepers and messengers, hand in hand inside the garden of the promised land where it all started. Find the divine state of mind and perpetuate positivity endlessly. Negate the negativity, speaking words of wisdom, just let it be. And hopefully we'll make it to a place where you will be walking in the light right beside me. I guess it must be the light inside that finds the warrior in the darkness to always fight as my guide for what's wrong and what's right. Yes, the light inside, I guess it must be the warrior within me.
Nick, that's no. Anyway, I'm calling you to tell you one more thing. Be careful, and if those women, they're gonna give you some goddamn problem out there, just make you turn, and we ain't gonna have some more. I got a brand new bunch of tortellini. I went to the store, so don't worry about it. But be very careful. Okay? Love you, my grandson. Bye-bye.